be having multiple choice questions asked to you. Some of the games, Mr. Johnson will be asking the questions. Some of the games you will be creating the questions them yourselves. The goal in this game is set at different things. So one option for this game is to make as much money as you possibly can. Sometimes the goal is to work together as a team to reach a certain level. There is another game that comes usually around Halloween time where it's humans versus zombies, something like that, where you're playing against each other. It can be competitive. But Gimkit is a tool that we will use hopefully throughout this year. And it is a way that we might be taking some of our tests and also a way to have some fun. Today, we're going to be learning how to play Gimkit and how to get into it. Now, the reason I'm calling it Gimkit is because the owners and the makers of Gimkit call it Gimkit. Gimkit was actually created by a high school student just a few years ago because he was kind of bored in class of how they studied and how they took tests. So he did his own computer programming and came up with a game itself. So when you get to Gimkit, you want to make sure you get to gimkit.com/play, and that'll be up there. And then there'll be a code. So the code that I would give to you will get you into the game so that you're in the right proper game. So the game code, you just got to click in the box. And in this case, it is 73141. And then all you have to do is hit join. When you hit join, it's going to ask you for your name. Now, for the first few weeks, for sure, we want to use our actual name. There might be coming to a certain point where, I might say, go ahead and use an anonymous name. But for this one, it's just so we can keep track of the score. So I'm going to put in my first name and join. Now, while you're waiting for everybody else to be joining, the point is that you're going to answer as many questions as you can to earn cash. You can purchase power-ups and upgrades with that cash, and I'll show you those when we get there a little bit later, but this is just the basics of how to play Gimkit. And then you can draw while you're waiting, so you click here, click around, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as the game starts, the teacher will start the game, and then you are in. So for instance, here's the question up here. Here are your 4 choices. Now you'll notice up here, you have $20. With that $20, that's your starting amount. And with that $20, you're going to make more money or you're going to lose money. Over here, this is called the D-pad. When you click on the D-pad, it just shows you all the different players. Right now, I'm playing by myself, so this is a terrible game. And then over here, we have 3 lines. And we're going to get to the 3 lines later about the shop. That is a different video about how to do power-ups and upgrades. Right now, this is the basics. So you're going to look at this question. Now, this question is going to be up there for about 15 minutes. It's one of 27 questions right now. So once you answer it correctly or incorrectly, it's going to come back. So you're going to want to make sure you know the answer. If you've studied and you know the answer, great. If you haven't studied, this might be a chance to learn it. So the loop-to-loop plane ride was originally intended to be a punishment device. Let's go with that. Oh, I was wrong. That's terrible. So you'll notice it's got the -$1. I just lost $1. Oh no. But I have the option to do better next time because I'm going to see that question again. View the correct answer. Oh, it's a flight simulator. Okay, I'm going to remember that. So then it's going to come up with another question. The famed Tilt-A-Whirl was invented in 1926 in, I don't know, let's go with Faribault, Minnesota. Oh, I win. Good deal. I made the question, so I should know. So I got $1, and now it gives me an option for shop. Again, that's going to be a video coming up about how to make more money and faster. But for now, I'm just going to hit continue. So this is going to go on until 15 minutes is up or 10 minutes is up, whatever the teacher sets, or there might be a money limit. So the first person to reach $1 million, there's lots of ways to win. That's how you play. The same questions will come back again and again. So make sure you're paying attention to the questions and the answers. Now, the answers are going to be in different spots, but the answer will be the same every single time. So be ready for it. That is the game of Gimkit. And then once it ends, you'll see this. And it'll come up and you can no longer answer any questions, but I did come in first place. I only answered 1 question. Congratulations, Mr. Johnson. That's amazing. And then you can clap and yeah, that's a totally useless one, but it sounds cool. I answered 1 question correctly. It tells me how many I got wrong. If this was a test, right now I got 50%, which means I failed the test. But the good news is on this test, the question comes back over and over. Those are the basics of Gimkit, just how to learn how to play the game. Now we're going to start off with some slow games and before we get into taking a test with it and whatnot. But if you have more questions, you can ask Mr. Johnson about how to play Gimkit. that is our tutorial. Thanks for watching.